Hey everybody, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the logical operators. And the idea of logical operators, it's a way to make your arguments more logical and more organized, and to add more than one condition and make conditions interact with each other in such a way that it makes things more and more sophisticated. So let me explain what that means. Let's say you sent your friend to get some food, and he asks you what you want, and he tells you, and you tell him, I either want a pizza or a burger, whatever is available. So you'll be happy with either one, right? So, or pizza or a burger. So the or here is a logical operator. Now let's look at the and. The and is basically you go and tell the person working at, say, Burger King, and you tell him, I want a burger and fries. If he comes back and tells you there are no fries, you'll tell him, no, that's not what I want. That's not acceptable. And here, the logical operator is and, right? So let's have a look at that in action. Okay, let's say we have a variable called a, and it's equal to 10, equal to 100, sorry. And b is equal to, say, 5. So if, say, 20 or 30 is smaller than 100 and 30 is larger than 5, then print acceptable. Okay, so the idea here is that you have one condition and then you have another condition, and you combine them together using the and. And you click, and it's acceptable. So the and works this way. If you have the condition on the left being true and the condition on the right being true, then the value is in fact true. But if you have one of the conditions on both sides being false, so let's say one is true and the other is false, then you get false, and one is false and the other is true, then the other is false. But by that I mean, if I change this to this, then this is no longer going to be acceptable. So I'm going to add the else statement here is like not acceptable, okay? So you'll quickly see that this is not acceptable, which basically means false. And the reason why I say true, false, false, and false is because the result of this is a Boolean value, and the result of this is a Boolean value. And the and basically combines them into one Boolean value, true or false. So we're trying to water down this whole expression, let's say it's even longer than that, into one single Boolean value that the if statement can play with. Okay. On the other hand, the or statement is a lot more loose. If it's true or true, then it's true. If this condition is true and the other one is false, then it's true. It's very, very nice and easy going. The only time where it's not acceptable if it's false and false. If you go there and you don't find a burger or you don't find a pizza, well, I don't want to eat. I just want one or the other. So the or is the exact opposite of the and, where the and only works when both sides are true, and the or is only false when both sides are false. The last logical operator is basically the not. The idea of the not is basically you shift anything. So if it's true, you make it false. If it's false, you make it true. So let's do something like this. Okay. Okay, so what I did here is basically whatever is coming out of this is going to be the opposite. So you see earlier, this was not acceptable. Now is acceptable, right? Because this had a certain Boolean value. And whatever that Boolean value was, whether it's true or false, I made it the exact opposite using the not. And these are the 3 logical operators that you're going to be dealing with almost all the time in Python. And they're very, very important for everything. So make sure you understand what this means. And just on a side note, this is called a truth table. If you're interested, look it up. Uh, if you look it up, you probably won't see true and false. You'll see ones and zeros. True is a 1 and false is a 0. That's it. I'll see you in the next one.